They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not the start he was hoping for. Maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up out there. I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The Colts at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. That'll lead to a 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's got room. Able to slither by. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
These 2 teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they could find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
and it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense at the line and set to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
Certainly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. Catch made. It's Moreau. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll find Moreau here. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Foster Moreau with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hey, Tuesday!
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Taken at about the 36. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that.
Touchdown! Travis Etienne, 39 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, express! Check! Go!
Now it's Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 40 yards. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this 1st half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 3. Cairo Santos has the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Play action. Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
20!
At the 17-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 83 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The point after is gone. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. With me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence, and able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here we go. Leo, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This complete to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, Cohen lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill. Fly.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
after an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw is Ryan. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jaguars just continue to roll. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Here we go, here we go.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Foster Moreau with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. On the counter, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne. Run. And the Jags get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the counter, it's Taylor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
127 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Catch made it, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. There he goes, right side, the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And he missed it. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down, here's Ryan. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
61, back spot, right, a alpha.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hey, 1, 2.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence, and he'll find Moreau here. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Jaguars 77, Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cohen on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A give for Taylor running right side. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Go!
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
But Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
80 weapons.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
X3, 218, stop it. Let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed.